Hey y'all there? Is everything going good? I'm trying to record these sessions so I can upload them to YouTube later. So I hope everything's coming in good. Uh, just let me know if the audio or nothing's not working. There we go. So yeah, like I said, I'm trying to record these so I can upload these to YouTube. But we'll work on the first half of the Tennessee Georgia game tonight. I appreciate Matthew Hall for loading it in there. So for us to use, let me mute this. So let's get started. Skip through some of this stuff. Do a kickoff. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and skip through kickoff. There we go. Alright. Just destroyed, man. Making holes. What are our linebackers doing? There's our linebackers. They could come in and both of them getting blocked, take themselves out of the play. That's kind of Tays and Monty's fault on that one, I think. And the defensive line for just getting blown off the ball, man. I mean, that's Jordan Davis, too. And there you don't see that too much out of him. So, what's going on, Ryan? We just got lucky there. Got blitz off the left side right here. Yep. We'll skip through. Oh, that's where Jordan got hurt. I'm hearing that it was just a sprain and that he should be eligible this weekend. But me personally, I would rather wait and save him for like the Florida game or something. I'm trying to think. I think we got. Was this the last game? Well, no, we got one more game for the month. So Tay just coming up in there. Just looks like he came through untouched. And it's him right here. Yeah, I mean he's coming in from behind, man. Really can't say that's a missed tackle with him running up behind like that. But I mean, just good job trying to get in there and explode the play. And who's that? LeConte coming in or Jr. No, that's LeConte. So he does good on run stopping, but we know how he is on coverage sometimes. It's not the best. That's Kirby trying to get those big physical safeties in there. So yeah, they went 3-0 on that first drive. Try to get through some of this stuff. I mean, just not really getting any push off the line of scrimmage, man. They're just the lineman's just going down with them. Isaiah missed a block right there. See how it comes off and it's supposed to get that safety or that cornerback? Yeah, I think it was just cornerback. Didn't get him blocked. I don't know. To me, I feel like we just. Look, you got two guys just stopping right there, right next to one. I don't know, man. I don't know about this passing game, but that's me. Unless they're trying to go easy routes in the beginning, just get settled in. I wish we had this view entire time in passing plays. kind of see what Jake's looking at. Come back pass by Cager, but I thought I saw. Well, yeah, I mean, okay. I saw somebody coming over the middle. Like you could have got a pass on it right there. Instead of them having to come back to the ball. I mean, just terrible job by the offensive line. Both Tennessee linemen was able to get off their blocks right there. Who's that? We got this one, Trey. This is actually a double team right here. And he kind of gets all Trey's kind of taking them on more man man. Or is that Schaefer? Yeah, because Trey's right here. Cade Mays. I can't tell. No, that's Cade. Oh, shoot. But yeah, I mean, it's like both defensive linemen get free right here. Look at that. I mean, you're just looking past for the next guy. Why? Because this guy's running right past you. I mean, that's Isaiah. I guess Cade and Isaiah just crossed up right there on their blocks. And, I mean, just terrible job. Terrible blocking, man. Supposed to have the best offensive line in the country. You know, I guess not every play is going to be, perfect. 28 yards. But look, I mean, the pass is back here behind the line of scrimmage. I mean, yes, this is a design screen, but that's count as yards in a completed pass. And we have a lot of these. Man, in my opinion, I don't know, just kind of bloats the stats a little bit. But I'm going to try to keep track of how many passes are completed over 10 yards while I'm doing this. Let me go back and watch that. All right, so you got a double team right here, push off line. He's supposed to go catch another linebacker, but he's missing one right here. Charlie Warner, I guess that's Charlie, supposed to come in here and take out any linebackers that are filling the hole. And he does. Who's that? Justin Schaefer's kind of getting beat on his man a little bit right here. He gets him out of the way. I mean, the hole just kind of clogs up after that. It's almost like not everybody's just sticking to their blocks. So. See, this is what I was talking about in my video Saturday. I mean, I'm used to having our running backs running through huge holes, and look, they're getting hit on the line of scrimmage right here. I mean, just no blocking by Cager. I mean, and our running backs are getting touched at the line of scrimmage. You know, it's just, I don't know, man. It's like offensive lines we've had in the past would just create monster holes, and I'm just not seeing it as much this year. I mean, to have the offensive line that we have, I mean, these holes should be big enough to drive a truck through, But I mean, the running backs are having to get most of their yardage on their own. Offensive line just getting stuffed, man. And I mean, when you start talking about, hey, Florida's got a good defensive line, guys. I mean, they're pretty dang stout. I mean, their offensive line is terrible, but their defensive line is pretty good. And not really sure on who else we'll face during the regular season. I mean, I just know Florida is, but I mean, when you start talking about, well, I mean, Auburn's defensive line's pretty good too. And then, man, you talking about the SEC championship against LSU or Alabama. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I mean, is Tennessee's defensive line ranked up there? You tell me. Well, here's another play. I mean, it's really like Jake's not even really looking, man. I mean, I guess he sees everybody's covered up or something. He just looks straight over to Swift on that. He's not really looking downfield on the pass play, but I mean, I guess he already knows what he's wanting to do. But still, I mean, this is what I'm talking about. A grown-up passing game. I mean, if we're able to be covered this easy, we need to change something up. It's just how I feel about it. Look like they're overloading that left side right there. We just still not really getting any push. I mean, we're running away from the blitz. Everything on this side, just Isaiah Wilson getting stood up, falling down. I mean, you know. I think DeAndre does score on this one. I mean, just barely. Like I said, it's a lot of it's the running backs making this happen. So K got right there. I mean, this should be just easy hole, just easy hole. Well, you still got this the safety coming down, but Trey Hill's not getting any push. I mean, this is actually a double team right here. Not really getting anything done. I mean, it's just a little discouraging. And I know, everybody's talking about that we should just be enjoying it. It's like, yeah, I've enjoyed these games in the past, but it's just always a letdown when it comes to later on in the season in the SEC championship and in the playoffs and stuff. I don't know. It's like I'm just scared we're in for another letdown, and I really just don't want to get my hopes up all that all that much. To be honest with you, not until I see something more prove. I mean, because Tennessee's not that greatest a team. To be honest with you, our defense is pretty stout for the most part. I mean, they'll make some mistakes here and there. I think this is the one where Callaway catches big one. Yeah, and we can't see it right here. Is later on he bites on what he's thinking is a curl route. I'm trying to go back to where they do the replay. Okay, yeah, here it is. We'll see. He's coming back down. And he just gets burnt right there. Just that simple step, man. That simple step. I don't know, man. I mean, LeCont's been guilty of that since he's stepped foot on campus his freshman year. I mean, this is his third year. He's a junior, you know. It's stuff like that is how we lost the national championship. That's how I feel about it. Just need more discipline, man. I mean, yeah, it's another pass, but shoot, what was that, 8 yards? You know? Just, I mean, 3 guys to him, man. Like, what kind of. Who designs these plays? Look at this. I mean, you got one guy over here. You got one guy over here throwing blocks. Oh, that's Kieris. I didn't realize he was back in playing. But yeah, I mean, just poorly designed plays. You know, it's like how is one guy supposed to block for all that? Got linebacker coming off untouched. I mean, terrible, just terrible. And that's what I'm saying. Is like it's not really our guys' fault on any of that. It's just poorly designed play. Good pass blocking. I'll give them that. Swill, okay. So there's a good pass. I mean, and he tried to throw it, get DeAndre, running because I think DeAndre stops out here. So, I mean, he could have caught him a little bit more in stride though. DeAndre had to slow down. I don't know if Jake was trying to do it for this safety. You got this safety coming down right here, so maybe he underthrew it a little bit to keep it out of the range of the safety from getting it. So, um, I mean that's a good pass play. Definitely want to see more like that. Yeah, and that was on Cager's fault pulling down. I mean, that play right there shot ourselves in the foot, and that's what really happened. I think in the first quarter, we just kept on shooting ourselves in the foot when we get down in there close to the red zone, and it would push us back out. So it's not like we were being stopped on offense. Well, there was another play. I mean, was that 5 yards? I mean, is Jake? Is he pretty much knowing he's not well? It's designed screen. So, did you see that? See the block right here? So I guess Jake just wanted to get that pass off. So, pretty good pass protection. Who was it? Tyler. So nobody. Well, I mean, we have tight ends going down blocking, going out and blocking. So I guess these are more design screens and kind of limits Jake on what he can do. I mean, I guess is that us holding back doing that? They're backing off, running more zone, just trying not to give up the big play right there. I mean, just terrible. Like no blocking, man. Missed block by Cade Mays. I mean, missed block by Cade. I guess Justin's over here struggling with his guy, not getting much push. Isaiah's down here. I think that's Isaiah. No, Isaiah's back here. Oh, that's Trey Hill. I mean, just I don't know, man. Definitely got to have better blocking schemes than this. We know Hot Rod's money. We'll get through the kickoff. I mean, in my eyes, we should have at least one linebacker. As soon as a guy goes out, we need to have a linebacker on him. Which it looks like Monty saw it coming. He just saw it too late. It looks like did he just come up too far. Yeah, just coming up to the line of scrimmage. Don't have a good line on the runner. I mean on the running back. Just kind of taking himself out of the play on that time. But here's, they genuinely pick us apart. I mean, just carving us up. Just lose cover. Look at that. I mean, three guys right there, and he still gets what, another 5 yards, almost 10 yards on the play. I mean, that's just terrible job. I mean, we just got lucky a lot of times. They were just missed passes, shot themselves in the foot. I think they still keep the drive alive going here, though. I want to go back and look at the pass rush. It was kind of a blitz, but he's, running up the middle where all the guys are. There was actually a hole. This left side right here. I don't know. I mean, this is why I do these videos, guys. Just try to sit back and break down what happened more per play. If anybody's at fault or I know it's all everything's 2020 in hindsight. So, but you still like to go back and see what happened, what's going on. I mean, the coaches do this every Saturday or Sunday. I mean, they sit there and break down. Every position coach is looking at their guys, seeing what they're doing. I mean, what is LeConte doing? I mean, he's running down. You got Mark Webb. You got Richard LeConte running down. I guess he's trying to fill in that zone right there, but that nobody's at. Just leaving the cornerbacks all by themselves back there. Thought our running game did pretty good for the most part, or run defense, getting the stop. I think they only had 70 yards total. So. I mean, it's just plays like this that we're going to get eat up with by Alabama or LSU. I mean, they're going to pick us apart. And it wasn't necessarily bad coverage. I'm trying to see JR. I mean, JR was there, so. But it's like when they're getting first downs on plays like that, it just keeps the defense out there on the field. That's just I don't know. To me, that's just a terrible line by Richard. He I don't know. Just, and that's what we were bad about last year with the linebackers and safeties and corners. They were taking bad lines, and whoever's getting the ball is getting more yards than they should have. But I think it's pass interference or stupid, just roughing the passer call. I mean, it's just one of them things where we shoot ourselves in the foot. That's a good job by Walter. Gets off the block, busts up the play. Was that in the first quarter? Yeah. Okay. I mean, just threading the needle. Which, I mean, I will say it is good coverage on our guys because our guys are right there. But, I mean, it's just stuff like that is where I think we're going to be exploited. We're going to be exposed when it comes to LSU and Bama. You know, and it's stuff like that is where I think we need to be up on the line, jamming the receivers to keep them from getting all that space. You know, and when you jam a receiver at the line of scrimmage, it forces the quarterback to have more time back, to have to use up more time, and gives our guys more time to get to them. I mean, but you know, it's soft coverage. And to me, the ideal situation is to jam them because you trust your guys. I mean, these are 4 and 5 star corners who should be able to run with anybody, and you shouldn't have to worry about them getting beat, you know, all the time. Just another jet sweep that gets sniffed out really early and no blocking on the edge. I mean, it's just like if you go do a jet sweep, fine, but I mean, make sure everybody's blocked. I mean, Lord, there's a guy right there in the middle of 2 guys didn't get touched. You know, just terrible blocking schemes, man. And I'm showing example after example of it. So let's see what would have happened if he would have just ran. If he would have just ran downfield, and I know he can't do that. So, but I don't know. It's just one of them hindsight things. I mean, that would have been 6, but I know it's design routes. I guess I need to back off, guys, huh? I was, yeah, I don't think they ain't counted as a catch. They went back and reviewed it. Oh, Kirby tried though, didn't he? Again, look, I mean, it was a great run by Harrion. Don't get me wrong, but it was nothing because of the offensive line. I mean, look, he's getting touched behind the line of scrimmage. By who's that? Justin Schaefer? Look at that. Getting touched right there. I mean, no push. Absolutely no push. Almost got a second guy. I mean, that's just Harrion making people miss right there, guys. Trying to see what's going on. They call a timeout. Try to see who's holding what. Oh, it was something with the clock. The play clock wasn't working. So conveniently, when we had the ball, but the second Tennessee gets the ball back, it's all of a sudden working again. So I don't know. You tell me. Just no push. Again, like no push. Spin move. But I mean, we also have who's that? Fitzgerald, uh, John Fitzgerald blocking. There's Eli. I mean, Eli did a great job on that block, and that's Eli came from Tennessee, so he's blocking his former teammate right there. I mean, that's it's a good job on his part, man. Thank the Lord for the transfer portal. Let's see. Oh, I guess I know. Maybe the play clock was working. It just was a clock itself. I didn't think that was really pass interference or anything. He's holding, but I mean the defensive back is looking for the ball, so it just pass one place in the best of spots. What are we losing? 13-14. Yeah, they're just going through replays right here. Here we go. Yeah, the clock's working all of a sudden. Go back and see. Just Monty kind of overran it a little bit right there. Oh. Oh, good. That's false start. Trips up here. I mean, just right in the middle of all our guys. Right in the middle. It was this one right here. Comes around. Just, man. Which, I mean, it was a great pass by Mauer. So, I mean, I don't know. It's just one of those things where I wish we would press at the line a little bit more. But I mean, good coverage by Monty right there. I thought I was going to do a replay. I guess not. Tay kind of coming up a little too soon, getting blocked. Well, he was filling the gap, so I guess I need to stop being so critical on the small stuff, huh? Oh, for Scythe Boy right there. Yep. Good job. Oh yeah, I think that was a terrible punt on his part. Okay. I mean, again, no push. Well, we got a little bit of push on that one, just kind of missed block. Who was that? Charlie Warner. That was actually a good job by Jake to hold on to that ball, because he saw the defender come down untouched right there. So, you know, instead of a loss of yards, we actually got about 4 yards. So that's a good play by Jake on that one. Trips up top. Zion screen pass. And that's a screen pass to a tight end, you know, who's bigger body type, kind of a little bit tougher to bring down. Usually on those type, you would be using him as a blocker, so I guess they're just trying to change it up a little bit. Because you got the receivers actually doing the blocking and the tight end making the catch. Which, I mean, really our wide receivers out there just about as big as the tight end is. Yeah, I mean, see how just covered, look, but look, there was a guy, I think, wide open right here. Yeah. I don't know who that was. But look, see how they cover up James Cook as he's coming down right here? This is what we need to have a linebacker doing every time you see somebody go out to the flat like that. But I think that was actually a missed open man by Jake on that play. So he must have already had in his head that he was going to go to Charlie on that one. Again, just not really much push, man. No holes being opened up. Everybody's going out. Jake had Harrion open. I mean, yeah, Harrion was open before that. I don't know if he was looking downfield. I mean, he was right there in front of him. So let's see. See Harrion come over. I mean, could have hit him right there. And there would have been a little bit of separation between Harrion and the Tennessee player, which could have allowed him to get a couple more yards. Just terrible kick, to be honest with you. I mean, just I don't know what we're gonna do about our punter guys. I mean, we have two more, and it's hard to believe that the other two are worse than Jake right now. Oh, sweet. Whoever it was, kind of overran it. I think it was no. Trying to see. 25. That's not Lewis Seen. It's Chris Smith, maybe? No, Quay Walker. It's a good job, though, for us to get back there to the quarterback pretty quick. Actually called one on them for a change, huh? I mean, look at this. Everybody stood up. I mean, everybody's ready to rush. Just good job by the defensive line. Real good field position right here. When you can start on their 40. They're almost guaranteed points, either a field goal or something. Zeus in there, but like I said, man, he's getting touched pretty close at the line of scrimmage. I mean, just right there, and just guys not sticking to their blocks. It's terrible blocking. Terrible blocking. I mean, you know, it's like, yeah, we're getting the yards, but it's on the running backs doing. Look at this. I mean, nobody, no push, which it looks like it's 2-on-1 or kind of 2-on-2. I mean, just I don't know, man. It's just very discouraging. I mean, just thank the Lord our running backs are as good as they are. And see, this is where I'm talking about on these stop routes, man. What Eli kind of would have kept going right here, where it's open. I mean, you know, it's like that's where I just kind of wonder how much flexibility do the receivers have. I mean, if you got a couple of guys around you, but if you know 5 yards over, it's wide open. I don't know. That was a great reverse call. I kind of wish we would have called it a little bit closer. You know, this is something we need to do on the goal line in the end zone. I mean, just to just to change it up, just to do something different. I mean, some kind of trick plays, something to help us get in the end zone. I mean, that's just Swift, man. I mean, just bouncing it to the outside, knowing that there's no. I mean, they got three guys on line of scrimmage. We can't move three guys, you know, and just Swift still having to bounce it to the outside. Well, you got everybody lined up on the line. Just 50-50 ball. It's just a great job with Cager catching that one. Yeah, I think it was on defense. So. Really, in all aspect, it should have been 20-14 going into the half. I want to say Tennessee gives us a gift. I can't remember. Was it interception maybe? How we got the ball back so quick? Just, I mean, it wasn't even bad coverage on that one, but it's just still, you know, it's wide open down here on the bottom. Against space, just two missed tackles right there. You can see Richard, he's actually trying to strip the ball, which, I mean, that's what they're trying to do. I mean, it's not like the guy's going to break loose. I mean, we got a couple of guys on him. What did happen? So now they don't score. So I think that's Nolan Smith right here up top. Can't really tell. I can only tell it's a 4. Just terrible pass. I mean, we were lucky. Just no pass interference on that one. I think the only reason they didn't call us because he wasn't able to catch the ball anyway. He overthrew it. Timeout. This way. What did he do? Did he miss it? That must have been what happened. No good. So 59 seconds left. Gotta go 70 yards. I think if it wasn't for that play right there, we probably wouldn't have scored. So this is just kind of, keeping them honest. I mean, and Jake did everything. It's like, look how long Jake's having to stand in the pocket. And we got 4 receivers. 4 receivers out there. And nobody can get open. It's stuff like that when I talk about growing up past game. When I say it, I'm not bashing Jake completely. It's just, I just don't feel like we have a grown up passing game. I mean, that's past that line of scrimmage. I mean, really, the longest pass we got is to the running back on that one, on this drive. You know, that was 5 yards, 6 yards. I mean, but we were able to get some more yards after a catch on that one, which we haven't been able to do that much of. So, I mean, Tennessee just all kinds of confused. That was just good call on Jake just to get in there. You know, get it. I mean, as soon as he gets open, it's like boom. I'm just wanting to see if there was anybody else. But yeah, you just gotta be able to thread the needle, man. And Jake really isn't afraid to thread the needle like that. And I think didn't we go for it? Yeah, we went for 2 on this one. Yeah. You know, the only thing that I could think of on this stuff, let me go back. If Jake can catch it, see it sooner, you know, he can catch Lawrence while he's still running to where he doesn't have to pretty much stop, which will allow him, you know, to get up speed faster. But, I mean, I know it's me nitpicking. It was really just a good call on Tennessee's defense. I mean, we just have everybody bunched up, man. Nobody's spread out. He's going for the man who's not even in the end zone, though. I think that's pretty much it, guys. So I'm gonna call it a night. That was the first half. I know the second half we pick it up a little bit better, so I'll be a little bit more positive on that. There, maybe we can go back and see, you know, what changes and adjustments we made to really improve everything. You know, to get a better start on that second half than we did on the first half. So appreciate everybody who's watched and checked it out. So, and I just will holler at y'all later. Go Dogs.